Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Everwise English Podcast. I'm Mario, and wow, am I happy you decided to spend your time with us today. I mean, seriously, you could be doing anything right now. You could be scrolling on your phone, you could be having a coffee, you could be stuck in traffic, but you chose to learn English with us. That makes me smile.
And I'm Stella. Mario, I was just thinking about something before we started recording. I was thinking about how many times a day people talk about what's coming next. Like, people are always asking each other, what are you doing this weekend? Or when will I see you again? Or are you going to make dinner tonight? It's everywhere.
That's such a good observation, Stella. That's exactly why today is going to be so useful. Because today, we are going to unlock the secret to talking about the future in English. Not the scary distant future. I mean, we're not talking about retirement or what happens in 50 years or anything crazy like that. We are talking about tomorrow, next week, next month. The stuff you actually talk about every single day.
Right. Like, Mario, can I ask you something? What are you going to do after this podcast?
Oh, well, I'm going to have some lunch. Probably a sandwich. I'm really hungry actually.
See? That's it. You just used the future tense perfectly. You said, I'm going to have some lunch. That's what we're teaching today.
And you know what's beautiful? You probably do this in your native language without thinking. You just automatically say the future tense. But in English, sometimes people feel confused. They think, do I say I will go or I am going or I go? And suddenly, something that should be easy feels complicated.
Exactly. I remember when I was learning English, I had this moment where someone asked me, will you come to my party? And I completely froze. I didn't know which form to use. Should I say yes, I will come? Should I say yes, I am coming? Should I say yes, I come? And this very kind person was just waiting for my answer while I'm standing there having a full panic attack in my head.
Oh no. That's such a relatable moment. But here's the thing, you're not alone. Every single English learner has been exactly where you are. And the amazing news? Today, we are going to fix that. We are going to make you feel so confident about the future tense that the next time someone asks you about your plans, you're going to answer smoothly, naturally, like you've been doing it your whole life.
And we are not going to make it complicated. Mario and I, we believe that learning should be easy. It should be warm. You should feel supported, not stressed.
That's our promise to you. So here's what we are going to do today. We are going to show you 3 different ways to talk about the future in English. 3 different tools. And by the time we are done, you'll know exactly when to use each one.
But before we dive in, let me give you one super simple phrase to start with. Just listen to this carefully. I will go to the store tomorrow. Can you hear it? I will go to the store tomorrow.
That's your first taste of the future tense. It's not scary. It's not complicated. It's just 4 little words. I will go. In fact, if you could only learn one thing from today's episode, knowing those 4 words would already help you so much.
Now, we could explain the grammar rules right now. We could talk about subjects and verbs and all of that technical stuff. But honestly, that's boring. And you're not here to be bored.
So instead, we are going to learn by listening and by doing. We are going to have conversations. We are going to tell you a story. We are going to practice together. And by the end, you're going to understand not just how to say the future, but when to say it and why it matters.
Sound good?
Sound good. That sounds amazing. Okay, Stella, let's get into the main part of the lesson. But first, I have to ask you a question that I ask everyone who comes on the show. What's something you want to do in the next week or two?
Ooh, that's easy. I want to call my mom. She lives in another country, and we haven't talked in a while. And I also want to cook a really nice dinner for my family. Nothing fancy, just something good that makes people happy.
See? Both of those are things you're going to want to talk about in English. I will call my mom. I'm going to cook dinner. These aren't abstract ideas. These are real things you'll say to real people.
Exactly. And that's why this lesson is so practical. Let's dive in.
Okay, so I want to talk about something real. Something that a lot of English learners tell me. They say, Mario, I get so confused when I try to talk about the future. Everyone keeps telling me different things. My teacher says one thing, my friend says another thing, the textbook says something completely different. How do I know what's right?
And they are not wrong to be confused, right? Because English actually does have multiple ways to talk about the future. That's not the learner's fault. That's just English. English is complicated sometimes. We have to be honest about that.
It's true. But here's what I want you to know. Complicated doesn't mean impossible. And I'm going to prove that to you today. The confusion usually comes from the fact that we have these different options, and they all sound right, but they actually mean slightly different things. So a learner picks one and uses it for everything, and then they sound a little weird. Or they feel uncertain.
I had a student once, beautiful woman from India, and she told me something that really stuck with me. She said, Stella, when I try to talk about the future, I feel like I'm guessing. I feel like I'm playing a game. And I don't know the rules. And that broke my heart because she wasn't stupid. She just needed someone to explain it clearly.
That's exactly what we are doing right now. We are explaining the rules. We are making you feel less like you're guessing and more like you actually understand what's happening. So let me give you the first piece of the puzzle. There's one phrase that's super useful when you're confused about the future tense. You ready?
I'm ready.
It's this. I will be there. I will be there. Say it with me. I will be there.
I will be there. That's such a good phrase, because it works for so many situations. If someone asks you, can you come to my office? You say, I will be there. If someone asks, will you help me? You say, I will be there to help you. It's so flexible.
Right. And here's another one that's equally useful. I am going to call you. I am going to call you. This one feels more like a plan. Like, you already made a decision. You're already thinking about it.
Ooh, I like how you explained that. So I will be there is more like a quick promise, and I am going to call you is more like, I already decided this. It's already in my mind. It's already in my calendar, maybe.
You're getting it. And this is why confusion happens. Both sentences are in the future, but they feel different. They have different energy. And nobody, and I mean nobody, teaches people this difference clearly. That's why we are doing it.
So if I say, I will help you, that could mean I just decided in this moment. You asked me, and I said yes. But if I say, I am going to help you, it sounds like I already thought about it. It's been on my mind. Maybe I even told someone else that I would help you.
Exactly. You've got it. And you know what? Most of the time, it doesn't matter which one you use. People will understand you either way. But if you understand the difference, you'll sound more natural. You'll sound more like a native speaker.
And that's what we all want, right? We want to sound natural. We want to have conversations, not feel like we are reading from a textbook.
Absolutely. Okay, so now that we've talked about the struggle, let's actually solve it. We are going to go deep into each of these forms. And by the end, I promise you, this is going to make so much sense. You might even laugh at yourself and think, wait, this was so simple the whole time.
And if you don't get everything today, that's okay too. You can listen to this episode again. Listen to it while you're doing the dishes, or taking a walk, or cooking dinner. Repetition is your friend.
Okay, Stella, let's do this. Let's talk about will.
Understanding will 12 minutes. All right, so the first and most basic way to talk about the future in English is using the word will. And I want you to think of will as the quick future. The spontaneous future.
I like that. Say more about that.
So imagine your friend texts you and says, "Can you come to dinner tonight?" And you haven't planned it. You weren't expecting this invitation. But you want to go. So you text back, "I will come." That's the will future. It's quick, it's spontaneous, it's a decision you're making right now.
So it's fresh? Like, it just happened in this moment?
Exactly. You didn't plan to go to dinner tonight. But the moment your friend asked, you decided. And you express that with will. Let me give you more examples so you can really feel this.
Okay, I'm listening.
I will make coffee in the morning. She will arrive at 10 o'clock. They will be so happy when they see you. You will love this movie, I promise you. My sister will call you tomorrow. Can you hear the pattern? The structure is always the same. The person, I, she, they, you, my sister, then the word will, then the action.
And the word will, it doesn't change, right? You don't say I will goes or she will going. You just say the simple form of the verb.
Perfect. You're understanding this so fast. I will go. She will go. We will go. They will go. It's always the same. That's what makes it easy.
So let me try. I could say tomorrow, I will wake up early, I will eat breakfast, I will listen to a podcast.
Yes. Exactly like that. And notice, you used will 3 times, but the action words wake, eat, listen, they all stayed simple. They didn't change.
And is there a short way to say it? Because will is kind of a lot of syllables.
Oh yes. This is so useful. You can say I'll instead of I will. I'll be there. She'll arrive at 10 o'clock. They'll love this movie. It's shorter, it's faster, and native speakers use this all the time in real life.
Oh, I like that. So in formal writing, I'd use will, but in normal conversation, I'd use I'll?
Exactly. Will is more formal, more serious, more written. I'll is conversational. It's what you use when you're texting someone or talking to your friend.
Now, what about the negative? When you want to say you're not going to do something.
Good question. So you say I will not, or the short way I won't. Won't. I won't be late. She won't forget. They won't leave without you. And notice it's not I won't go with ag. It's I-won't. Won't. It's actually a funny word when you think about it.
It's kind of irregular, isn't it?
It is. But that's okay. You'll see it 1,000 times, and your brain will just remember it. You don't have to memorize the rule. You just have to hear it and use it.
Okay, so let me make sure I have this. If I want to say I'm doing something in the future, I use will plus the verb. I'll go. I'll eat. I'll call you. If I want to make it negative, I say I won't plus the verb. I won't forget. I won't be late. And if I want to make it shorter and more conversational, I use I'll.
You've got it. And here's something really cool. You can use will in another way too. You can use it for predictions. 4 things you think will happen.
Tell me more.
So you might say, I think it will rain tomorrow. Or she will probably be tired after her long trip. Or this movie will make you cry. In these cases, you're not planning to do something. You're just predicting what you think will happen.
So will is for both decisions and predictions?
Yes. It's the most flexible form. You use it when you decide something quickly, and you use it when you make a guess about the future. That's why will is so common in English. It's like the Swiss Army knife of the future tense.
I love that. Okay, so now people understand will and I'll and won't. What's next?
Now we are going to talk about the future that's already planned. We are going to talk about going to. Going to plans and decisions, 12 minutes.
All right, Stella, so if will is the quick, spontaneous future, what is going to?
So going to is the future that's already been decided. It's the future that's already in your mind. Or maybe it's written in your calendar. Or you've already told people about it. It feels more solid, more real, more planned.
Give me an example.
Okay, imagine I told you last week, I'm going to travel to Brazil next month. That's not a spontaneous decision. I've been thinking about it. I've been saving money. Maybe I've already bought my plane ticket. So I use going to, because it was already decided before right now.
Ah, so it's the difference between I just decided and I already decided?
Exactly. You're getting this so quickly, Mario. And the structure is a little different. With going to, you use is, or are depending on your subject, then going to, then the verb. So, I am going to travel. She's going to call her mother. We are going to eat lunch at 1 o'clock.
And why do we say going to? That's such a weird phrase. Why not just say something else?
You know, that's actually a great linguistic question. The phrase going to originally meant you were literally going somewhere to do something. Like, I'm going to the store to buy milk. But over time, English speakers started using it for all future plans, not just physical going. So I'm going to sleep means you're getting ready to sleep. I'm going to call my friend means you're preparing to call them. It became this general way to talk about planned actions.
That's fascinating. So it's historical. English evolved that way.
Yes. And the cool thing is, you probably already understand going to in that literal sense. If I say I'm going to the bank, you understand that, right?
Of course.
So you're not learning something completely new. You're just expanding how you use it. Okay, let me give you more examples so this feels natural. I am going to make a big breakfast on Sunday. They are going to move to a new apartment. My daughter is going to start high school next year. We are going to paint the bedroom blue. Can you hear the pattern?
Yes, I can. It's am, is, or are, then going to, then the verb.
Right. And now, here's where it gets fun because we can make this shorter. In real life, especially when people are talking fast, you'll hear I'm gonna instead of I am going to. I''m, ganene. I'm gonna call you later. She's gonna love this restaurant. They are gonna laugh so hard. It's very casual, very natural, very how people actually talk.
Is it okay to use that in formal situations?
That's a good question. In a job interview or an important meeting, I would use the full form, I am going to present the quarterly results. But with friends, with family, at a coffee shop, I'm gonna is perfect. It's natural. It's how native speakers actually speak.
And what about the negative? How do you say you're not going to do something?
So you say, I am not going to, or the short way, I'm not gonna. I am not going to work tomorrow because I'm sick. Or casual, I'm not gonna cook dinner tonight. Let's order pizza. And notice, when you make it negative, you put not after is, or are. I am not going to. She's not going to. They are not going to.
So it's always the negative on the to be verb, not on the main verb.
Exactly. You never say, I am going not to. That's not right. The negative always comes right after is, or are.
Got it. Okay, so now I'm wondering, when do you actually use going to instead of will? Because they both talk about the future, right?
Oh, this is such a good question, and I'm so glad you asked. The truth is, in many situations, you can use either one and both are correct. But going to feels more certain, more planned, more already decided. So if you say, I'm going to graduate next year, it sounds like you've already enrolled in school, you've paid your tuition, you've got your schedule. It's done. But if you say, I will graduate next year, it sounds a little more like a hope, or a plan that's not as concrete yet.
So going to is like, you've already done some of the work?
Yes. And here's a situation where the difference really matters. Imagine a woman who's pregnant. She might say to her friend, I'm going to have a baby in March. That's not a spontaneous decision. That's happening. It's coming. It's certain. If she said, I will have a baby, it sounds a little less real, a little less certain.
Wow, yeah, that makes sense.
Or another example, if you have a reservation at a restaurant, you'd say, I'm going to have dinner at 7 o'clock at Gabrielle's restaurant. That's booked. That's locked in. But if someone asks, do you want to have dinner sometime, and you just decide right then, you might say, yeah, I will have dinner with you. It's fresh. It's new.
So you use will when it's spontaneous, and going to when you've already prepared or planned.
Bingo. You've got it. And you know what? Most native speakers don't consciously think about this difference. They just feel it. But now you know the rule, so you can feel it too.
I like this. Let me think of a sentence. I'm going to practice English every day this week because I want to improve. That sounds like I've already decided this, right?
Perfect. That sounds planned. That sounds like a commitment you've made to yourself. Versus if you said, I will practice English, it sounds a little more like a quick promise. Like someone convinced you in the moment.
Okay, I'm getting this. But you know what? Let me ask you something. Is there a third way to talk about the future?
Oh yes. And I'm so glad you asked. There's actually one more way that's super useful, and a lot of learners don't even know about it.
What is it?
Let's talk about that next. Present continuous for near future, 12 minutes.
Okay, Stella, before you tell me about this third way, I want to say that I'm already impressed by how much we've covered. We've talked about will and going to. Aren't those enough?
That's a fair question. And you're right, For many, many situations, those two forms are enough. But this third way, it's so common in real English. Once you learn it, you're going to start hearing it everywhere. And when you understand it, you're going to sound even more natural.
All right, I'm intrigued. Tell me.
So, we can also talk about the near future, things that are happening very, very soon, using the present continuous. And you already know the present continuous, right? I am eating. She is sleeping. They are playing. You've learned that before.
Oh yes, I know that.
So what if I told you that you could use those exact sentences to talk about the future? What if I said, I am eating dinner at 7 o'clock tonight? Notice, I'm using am eating, which is present continuous, but I'm adding tonight, or at 7 o'clock, which makes it about the future.
Wait, that's so interesting. So the same structure you use for something happening right now can be used for something happening very soon?
Exactly. And here's when you use this. You use it when something is very, very arranged. When it's booked. When it's locked in. When you have no doubt it will happen. So you might say, I am leaving for the airport at 6 in the morning tomorrow. That's very specific. That's arranged. You probably already packed. You probably already set your alarm.
So it's like, more certain than going to?
I would say it's similar to going to, but it feels more immediate. More like, it's happening soon, and it's already organized. Like, if someone asks, what are you doing tomorrow, and you have your schedule written down, you might say, I am seeing my doctor at 2 o'clock. I am meeting my friend for coffee at 4 o'clock. I am cooking dinner at 6 o'clock. Each one is booked. Each one is certain.
Whereas if you said, I will see my doctor, it sounds a little less arranged.
Exactly. I will see my doctor could mean you're planning to at some point, but you haven't booked it yet. But I am seeing my doctor tomorrow at 2 sounds like the appointment is made. It's real. It's on your calendar.
Give me more examples so I can really feel this.
Okay, sure. The train is arriving at 5 o'clock. My sister is coming to visit next weekend. The project is starting on Monday. The company is moving to a new office in June. I am having lunch with my boss tomorrow. All of these sound very arranged, very booked, very certain.
And the pattern is what? Present continuous? Subject, am, is, are, plus the ing form?
Yes. I am going. She is calling. They are arriving. Same pattern you already know. The only difference is you're talking about the future.
So how do I know when to use present continuous instead of going to?
That's a great question, and honestly, in many situations, they sound almost the same. You could say, I am going to call you tomorrow, or I am calling you tomorrow, and both are correct. But the present continuous feels a tiny bit more solid, more real, more booked.
Can you give me a situation where one would be better than the other?
Absolutely. Imagine you're a teacher, and the school has scheduled a field trip. The trip is definitely happening. You have the bus booked, you have the destination confirmed, the students have their permission slips. You would say to your students, we are going to the museum next Thursday. Or even more naturally, we are going on a field trip next Thursday. Notice how that sounds like it's already decided. It's already happening.
Versus if the trip wasn't confirmed yet?
Exactly. If it wasn't confirmed, you might say, we might go to the museum, or I'm thinking about planning a field trip. But when it's booked, when it's real, you say we are going using the present continuous.
This is so useful. Okay, so now I have 3 ways to talk about the future. Will, quick and spontaneous. Going to, planned and decided. And present continuous, very soon, very booked, very real.
Yes. And you know what? Most of the time, nobody cares which one you use. But when you use the right one, you sound more natural. People feel your confidence. And that's what makes a difference in real conversations.
I'm feeling so much more confident already. And I feel like our listeners are too.
I hope so. Now, I want to tell you a story to show you how this all comes together in real life.
I love it. Let's do it.
Marco's journey, 12 minutes. So, I want to tell you about a man named Marco. He's 52 years old, he's a businessman, and he sells computer systems to other companies. He's intelligent, he's successful, but he's also humble and kind.
I like Marco already.
You will like him even more when I tell you what happened. So, about 2 years ago, Marco's company asked him to do something big. They asked him to go to Germany to meet with potential new clients. It was a huge opportunity for his company. It could mean millions of dollars in new business. But there was one problem.
What was the problem?
Marco didn't speak much English. He had learned some English in school, but it was many years ago. He was nervous. He was worried. He called his wife and said, "I have to go to Germany, but I can't speak English well. What am I going to do?" And his wife, who is so wise, she said, "You are going to be fine. You will learn. You will practice. And the people in Germany, they will be kind to you."
Oh, his wife sounds amazing.
She really is. So Marco decided to practice. Every single day, he practiced. And do you know what he practiced? He practiced the exact things we taught you today. He practiced saying things like, "I will arrive at the airport on Monday morning at 9 o'clock. I am meeting Mr. Schmidt at 10 o'clock. We are going to discuss a new computer system that will change his business forever. I will present our company's products. I will be confident." Every day, he said these sentences.
So he was preparing himself by using the future tense?
Exactly. And it was brilliant because as he said these words, he wasn't just learning English. He was building confidence in his mind. He was picturing himself succeeding. He was telling his brain, "This is going to happen. I can do this."
That gives me chills, actually.
Right? So the day comes. Marco gets on the airplane. He's nervous. His hands are shaking a little. But he has his words ready in his mind. He has practiced them hundreds of times. So when he lands in Germany, when he meets Mr. Schmidt, when he walks into the conference room, he's ready.
What happened?
So Marco takes a breath, and he looks at Mr. Schmidt, and he says, "Good morning. I am so happy to be here. I will show you something that will change how your company works." And you know what Mr. Schmidt did?
What?
He smiled. He genuinely smiled. And he said, "Welcome, Marco. I can see you are serious. I can see you are prepared. Let's talk." And for the next 3 hours, Marco talked about his company's products. He used words like, "This will save you money. This system is going to make your employees more efficient. When you use this product, you will see results in 3 months." And the more he spoke, the more confident he became. And the more confident he became, the more Mr. Schmidt listened.
Did Mr. Schmidt buy the system?
Yes. Not only did Mr. Schmidt buy the system, but he referred Marco to 2 other companies. And those companies also became clients. So what started as one business trip turned into 3 major new clients for Marco's company.
Wow. But that's not even the best part of the story, is it?
No, it's not. The best part is what Marco told me after. He said, Stella, when I was learning those future tense sentences, I felt something change inside me. Every time I said I will succeed, something in my body believed it. And then I actually did succeed. It was like the words created the future.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't it? And I think that's the real lesson. Grammar isn't just about rules. It's not just about conjugations and tenses. It's about the stories you tell yourself about the future. When you can say, I will do this, when you can say, I am going to achieve this, when you can say, this is happening, you're not just learning English. You're building belief in yourself.
And that belief changes everything.
Everything. Marco told me he's now doing business all over Europe. He's learned more languages. He's more confident in himself. And it all started with learning to talk about the future in English.
That's such a beautiful story. And I think everyone listening to this right now, they can relate to Marco in some way. We all have moments where we are scared. We are uncertain. But when we have the words, when we practice, when we build our confidence, we become powerful.
Exactly. And that's why we are teaching this today. It's not just about grammar. It's about giving you the tools to talk about your dreams, your plans, your future.
All right, I think it's time to practice. Okay, friends, so we've learned a lot. We understand will, we understand going to, we understand present continuous. But the only way this is going to become a real part of your English is if you practice. And we are going to do that together right now.
And I want you to know, there's no pressure here. There's no judgment. If you make a mistake, that's beautiful. That means you're learning. So let's have fun with this.
Here's what we are going to do. I'm going to give you sentences, and I want you to say them out loud. Even if you're alone. Even if you feel a little silly. Say them out loud because your ear needs to hear them, and your mouth needs to practice them.
Are you ready?
Okay, first sentence. Listen carefully. I will go to the store tomorrow. Can you say that? I will go to the store tomorrow. Say it again. One more time. Beautiful. Now let's make it shorter. I'll go to the store tomorrow. Can you feel how it's the same meaning but faster? Say it one more time.
Great. Now, let's try the negative. I won't go to the store today. I will go tomorrow. Say that with me. I won't go to the store today. I will go tomorrow. One more time. Perfect.
Okay, now let's try going to. Listen, I'm going to make a big breakfast tomorrow. I am going to make a big breakfast tomorrow. Say it with me. I'm going to make a big breakfast tomorrow. Now say it the casual way. I'm gonna make a big breakfast tomorrow. Good.
So good. Now let's try a question. Mario, are you going to call your friend this week?
Yes, I'm going to call my friend on Saturday.
Perfect. See how natural that sounded? Okay, listeners, your turn. When are you going to eat dinner today? Think about your answer. I am going to eat dinner at. Say it. Give yourself time to answer.
That was wonderful. Now let's try the present continuous for the near future. Listen to this. I am leaving for work at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I am leaving for work at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Say it with me. Do you hear how certain it sounds? It's already arranged. Say it one more time.
Now, let me ask you a question, and I want you to answer using this form. What time are you going to bed tonight?
Well, I am going to bed at 11 o'clock tonight.
Excellent. See how that worked? The present continuous made it sound like you've already planned it. It's real. It's happening. Okay, friends, your turn again. What are you doing tomorrow? Think of something real. Something that's already on your calendar. And tell us using the present continuous. I am. Remember, I am plus the action word with ing at the end.
Take your time. There's no rush.
Okay, now let's do something fun. I am going to say a sentence, and I want you to respond. So I say, what will you do this weekend? And you could answer, I will visit my family, or I'm going to relax at home, or I'm having lunch with my friend on Saturday. All of those are correct. Ready?
Here we go. Stella, what are you going to do this weekend?
Oh, I'm going to spend time with my sister. We are going to cook together, and then I will probably rest and read a good book. What about you, Mario?
I think I will go for a long walk on Saturday morning, and I'm going to call my mom. And on Sunday, I am having dinner with some friends. I haven't seen them in a while.
Beautiful. See how we used all three forms naturally in one conversation. And they all sounded right, because we used them in the right context.
Exactly. And that's what you're learning to do. You're learning to feel the difference and use them naturally. Okay, here's something else I want you to practice. I'm going to give you a situation, and you're going to respond with the future tense. You ready?
Okay, situation 1. Your friend says, can you help me move next week? What do you say?
I could say, I will help you move. Or more naturally, I'm going to help you. I can come on Saturday morning. Something like that.
Perfect. Now, situation 2. Your boss asks, will this project be ready by Friday? What do you say?
Yes, it will be ready. I am finishing it tomorrow, and I will send it to you on Friday morning.
Excellent. Now, situation 3. Your doctor asks, when will you have surgery? What do you say?
I am having surgery on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. I am going to stay in the hospital for 2 nights. Something like that.
Perfect. And did you notice in that last one, I used both present continuous and going to because both are true. The surgery is booked, so it's present continuous. But it was also a plan you made, so going to also works.
And both sound natural?
Both sound completely natural. Okay, friends, I want to give you one final practice. This time, I want you to imagine a real situation in your life. Think of something you're doing this week. Something you're planning. Something that's booked. And I want you to tell us about it using the future tense.
Yes, use any of the 3 forms. Will, going to, or present continuous. Just practice saying one sentence about your real life.
And if you want to, you can pause this podcast right now and actually say it out loud. Or write it down. Whatever helps you. But the key is, make it real. Make it about something that matters to you. Because when you do that, the language sticks.
It becomes a part of you. Okay, I think you've practiced enough. I'm really impressed with how much you've learned in such a short time.
Me too. You should be so proud of yourself. Okay, let's wrap this up and give everyone our final words.
Okay, friends. We've been on quite a journey together. Let me just recap what we've learned because I want this to be crystal clear in your mind.
Yes. So we started with 3 ways to talk about the future. Remember?
The first one is will. And will is your go-to form for quick decisions, spontaneous choices, and predictions. You say, I will go. She will arrive. They will love this. And the short way is I'll be there. They'll come. And when you make it negative, you say, I won't. I won't be late. She won't forget.
The second one is going to. And going to is for things you've already decided, things you've already planned. You say, I am going to travel. She's going to call. We are going to eat dinner. And the casual way is I'm gonna. But the beautiful thing is, going to feels more solid than will. It feels more real. It's like you've already made the commitment.
And the third one is present continuous for the very near future. When something is booked, when it's arranged, when you have no doubt it will happen. You say, I am leaving tomorrow. She is arriving at 5. They are starting the project next week. And this feels the most certain of all.
So you have 3 tools now. 3 different ways to express yourself. And depending on the situation, you'll use the one that feels right. And you know what? Most of the time, even if you pick the wrong one, people will still understand you. Because we are all speaking the same language. We are all trying to communicate. But when you use the right one, you sound more natural. You sound more confident. You sound more like someone who has lived with this language.
And I want to say something really important. Confidence is attractive. When you speak with confidence, people listen. People believe you. When you say, I will do this, and you say it with confidence, people feel your determination. They feel your belief in yourself.
That's what Marco learned. That's why his business trip was so successful. He wasn't just learning grammar. He was building belief in himself through language.
So as you practice this, I want you to think bigger than just grammar. Think about the future you want to create. Think about what you want to say yes to. Think about where you want to go. And use these phrases to tell that story.
Now, I have a challenge for you. This is my favorite part. I want you to write down 3 sentences about your future. 1 using will, 1 using going to, and 1 using the present continuous. Or you can just say them out loud. Whichever one you prefer.
And make them real. Make them about something that matters to you. Maybe it's I will finish this English course by the end of the month. Maybe it's I am going to travel to a new country next year. Maybe it's I am meeting with my family this weekend. Whatever it is, make it real. Make it yours.
And then, I want you to say these sentences out loud. Even if you feel a little silly. Even if you're alone in your room. Say them. Hear your own voice speaking English. Because that's how your brain learns. That's how your mouth learns. That's how the language becomes a part of you.
And you know what? Once you practice these 3 forms, you're going to start hearing them everywhere. You're going to hear them on English movies and TV shows. You're going to hear them in podcasts. You're going to hear them when you talk to English speakers. And suddenly, it's not going to feel foreign anymore. It's going to feel familiar. It's going to feel like home.
That's how you know you're learning. That's how you know you're growing.
Now, before we go, I have to ask you for a favor. If this episode helped you, if you learned something useful, if you felt supported and encouraged, would you do something for us?
We have a few things we are hoping for. First, if you haven't already, please follow or subscribe to Everwise English Podcast. It helps us reach more people who want to learn English in a warm, friendly way. And every time someone follows us, it makes us so happy. It reminds us that we are making a difference.
Second, if you could leave a short review, that would mean the world to us. You don't have to write a long essay. Just a sentence. I loved this episode. Or this really helped me understand the future tense. Or Mario and Stella are wonderful teachers. Any of that is amazing.
And third, if you know someone else who's learning English, please share this episode with them. Learning is so much better when you learn with other people. When you have friends on the journey with you.
And if you have any questions about the future tense, or if there's another English topic you want us to teach, you can reach out to us. We read every message. We love hearing from our listeners. You're the reason we do this.
So, from our hearts to yours, thank you for spending this time with us today. Thank you for trusting us to guide you. Thank you for believing that you can learn English. Because you can. You absolutely can.
And the fact that you're here, listening to this episode, practicing with us, that already shows that you have what it takes. You have the dedication. You have the curiosity. You have the heart. Those are the real ingredients for language learning.
So keep practicing. Keep speaking. Keep believing in yourself. Because your English is getting better every single day. And we are so proud of you.
This is Mario and Stella from Everwise English Podcast.
We will be back next week with another wonderful lesson.
So until then, keep talking about your future. Keep dreaming big. Keep growing.
Because the future is yours. And now, you have the words to claim it.
Goodbye, friends. You are wonderful.
You are amazing. Bye-bye.